And I'm the Dr. Ebert Chunkomo. KBD have got so much for you this afternoon. More motion, everyone crying, any Ghana, Chinina, and Edamunina say. I am ready to say the need in a shim one quantana so. I speak on behalf of my production team. George Ajay head Open Source Research Desk Kwame Adujamfi Kumani Nana Kwakubu for AM Parliamentary Affairs Correspondent. We are Desmond Adama. We are live on Facebook Open Source Radio, live on YouTube Open Source TV, and live on Instagram and X Open Source Radio. And I say, come having the grade school, Omuka ho been a Juma de Debra Manabel Fast Food, Golden Bean Hotel, Original Dr. Shapo Guest and Herbal Center, Snappy About Savings and Loans Limited, Ahuda Foundation for Social Services, Tambik Ghana, and by Kankatsi National Communications Authority. Digital audio broadcast affiliate also and also air Open Source Radio. Many honorable Bechuchun Como Sesia Maninaha.
His wisdom over mountains, steadfast through the years, is a beacon of hope, strength and wisdom.
That's a great piece coming from Tamale Youth Choir. Composers competition, you're supposed to be there. You should have been there. In fact, I'm going to first. Look at the song. Cannot say to may your reign be great. Yeah, Casa and young Quanda, sir. Yeah, Majlis Sabrina of Unim. Say a female and I you are for Bernano in fear of you enumni. Na Yina Santema Yina Yakabum, and my own Raya Shefa, na Yadi, a fee. Na eno and now him say on painful biba Kumasi Santema Swabesom. Na ye no home como and I may no better train. Nam ye churches and commanded the answer them kind of. Many of Penny Bakwa with Dimupa, a year Emmanuel Kwabena Marfo, and honorable, more money on the day of Oforikrom MP, and honorable, how one person will turn our voice, honorable. Akwaba, if I shall want to say, it didn't mean so for Oforikrom for you. Oh, yeah, dear. Edanyamiase. We better as pass your twins are frown so 1 year humble. As a matter of fact, the flying to a number for honorable ba. And say as a amount for any added so ban or must I feel so. And that's it. So, Penny now 1 year a shame and a way. Honorable young found commoner and she just subonimum. Answer an Abiana when you permit to be our chairman, Abibisa, and yes, idea.
Oh, with the sir, my bow. Yeah, naturally, sir. They are cemetery, Santa Maria, Yenira, Tumfo, say two, Ababio, Santa Hene, Chiane, Ayuko, Sema, Naeso, Papa, Money Trinqua. Se nyakopo adaroma mfie duonunu odefo abenya wa kokra wa kra no awowa no manu suru nyansa ono so de edi asantima yanim nti enchia kese dan beba opemso na afei machi asantima nyina titiru Oforikrom for so me MC ne party mpanifo ne nananom wo santima mu nyina me kira tando duma se hene kia bonwure hene kia suta hene se me kromo na me bo na me kia Oforikrom fo wi a se me call na me ko church a ebusia fo so nti nchia ne de mo bia Yadasi BM and I say Wahanum now Oje Pines Obeba. Honorable Yajina Quabri for Mr. Kenyasi. Oh,
Kwabena as so kwanto na so bonyere. What about 27th July 1973? And Onyankopon dodom yen odofa bonyere edodom asantemai ene Ghana mai wo hide bi kra. This is the first time we be here tonka early life no say na net say wo de ba bedru say be a politician. How has life been like?
Ma me de akwaje wa tiase beba pabom na afim kosimafo na said the okay no ye wo mi kumase tafo na ye kuko school Confanochi preparatory school na mi wie JH mo kan say na mo kan say JHS right preparatory school to 5 basic school na me call Oforikrom secondary school.
Okay. And at that time the chance so
near high freha old site
yeah,
tafuye new site we call 1 to 5.
Okay.
We me kotoa so be kwai SDA secondary school and me be national service wo ho eba Kwabena University that time the near Kano University of Science and Technology and me be natural resources management. We me teaching assistant at university ho we na me be di post kakra forestry students we are singing congress kase na to abama me be international president.
Wow.
First time bibini president of that association and team be president of International Forestry Students Association. And on the day me call Germany, headquarters of the association. Me call Juma 1 year, more or less a Juma as a student internship, but you found a Juma me fee also and minya scholarship Netherlands fellowship program and my scholarship to go to Netherlands and I me call me masters. Honum me we na me sign school na sama me scholarship be to do a doctorate and I'm to also a PhD in environmental policy. By age 33 not just my Timiako school no I be PhD.
Great.
And I'm the bag and back.
That time not getting PhD no then say unya audientem because that time PhD no say
yeah, relative to your time no there not just will be most of the people on base starting PhD in the crowd normally 40 years, 45
yeah.
80 at the age of 33 now na me PhD not just me buy na me young. In fact will be crab a me dwumam obeto me obisa me also Dr. Marfo afi and me say I said the panic castle or me na me gina on answer or nyindi afem so for so a small boy abuse
nyame abo ye o say wo hu ye na nyame wadom na oya obi hu obeka se bia lokiam because ahwe hu ye hu so efe kama de nyame ase na nyame adom while representing Oforikrom under the 7th Parliament and the 8th Parliament. Parliamentary adwumane ana bi mo free say esgasha no na ho na ehuntom ka sefo. Under the 7th Parliament, under the 8th Parliament, I mean 2 terms. Sign and Nemati the parliamentary work and you being a parliamentarian, how no so at yes, adwumane?
Oh, parliamentary adwumane they say o abonten a se de hu nenko e na wo mu so a se de etie so nko na usually no o abonten a de nkofo eta adwen a ne se o parliament ne de no an se say chamber ho na e ba TV so no obi ahu bi na ye kasa kasa no say nkofo dwen se no an parliament adwuma to obi kura tunga na adwuma we de se nya de mokwa amoso amabobo tai no makotena ase no makosa kasa
de ka na mo se jisika kase
mo se mo di esika na mo jisika kase na mo keka ne sa
ya kura ka bi
but no kura wo mo ne se adwuma e din ba ko pa wo wi ase en se obe MP if you say de di kan no MPD no wabeye a father to a whole constituency. Sebe akwara abranti bi sori kra na or 20 cities in any bottom or the bedidia or to any fa baby and any year. It's as a warrior political leader now making why a campaign or number a pub or be any more number any identity no afro. What does say honorable and menya 20 be and you have many colana and ye. What I say, and on a daily basis, you serve the people through that. Apart from say one kasa, and these are things that you do from your resource. To make of our bicycle say, and I want to make a country assembly say, obisi up 100 cities are 20 and DT, Mama 100 in command. So these are things that a few wow. And some are the expectations of the people as far as development is concerned. And no, na ye part of the way to me educated public ni and as a mekan say ye also send ye say ya man yourself no. Amana koye se mire bia no nipa no dwen say sebe ye kwan yo school dan bi ni ho ye public toilet to den yo as a say MP no na ye. So eti wo hu se wo benya be ye MP na no na nipa timamfo no de no mo jai central government at all. The executive emphasis on the kura
to me the public person the ground.
Yes, what I say, even though parliament now approve budget there, but yeah approve and you near this basic. The answer you approve ya bo ma konhoma. In your boy executive na konhoma, send you be use sikano nikasi na jina executive no so. As you do and the practical everyday life of the MP no. The people no and a nipa no executive no to chain na omo ede no omo edi omo ni asi
MP so
nti demand no and so to me the pressure ede eto so nti apart from say official development challenges be a war constituency yeah nipa no hwe wanim say wo na be lead amia even though the assembly there may be a district assembly chief executive wo ho or representing president, but because he had to manage, nobody even knows him.
Kakra no na the kind no ano pepepe, but some people of the view that MP kwaye campaign we crowd and can come by just to be MP kwaye campaigner MP nya kwan said the kind na say enema we can just come put through botomi and can come by MP kwaye campaign no me ba me ye kwan ya ma me ba me say amount ni akeka sa de knowing very well say we enkan pedwuma ho ba ye no ne ebosha akoka kire nipa no definitely they will turn to you.
Yeah, and also need the mistake me jide say both sense na me ka say the yesu ye ya man yourself no e do time bi o ha say even primaries ye be ko ikro bi o primaries kra wonya ye nyanto abakra man say parliamentary candidate so obeti no akofa car sequence so we dwi kwan
was that the honorable
any development what is the picture say afi o betena si wie na afi fans so the development na ma afi na ye bibio and na there say on man for so tia say ne say obi a oye parliamentary candidate no oye we a parliamentary candidate o na oye the leader of campaign for your party.
Okay, in your constituency.
In your constituency. It niema bebre wo ho a o ka the vision of the party, the vision of the presidential candidate. And tisa niema ni nyina no one way no mo ka bomu a no mafa ne say wo na wo ye promises.
Una your promises.
I say Bible also now who explain.
When they said clearly, mommy.
Yeah, it you know.
We MP and I force a candidate. When I propagated the flag bearers message.
Party's message.
Okay.
And to who say be a party na cracker say ye be increasing routes from maybe 60,000 to 100,000 kilometers. And I say ye every district ye be trust ye be provide ye be a hospitals and now ye be expand the educational infrastructure. Of course, the party ni say ye be infrastructure anymore. Na me ya campaign dia.
Sa na abeka. Because I say
explain this
ye be see factory ni ye ba ye see factory say be fa nipa. Enti wo na o kan tu ni ye fefuru
ah
ono.
me wa so no sabi dipa na ono wa be see ni factory no o wi a ono na o criteria o de fa nipa o. Enye wo MP no na bi a o be ka say obetima akolo bi de say o bi a me o boys bi enti ana momwa o mo but onu na wodi ni sika be shima o bi na adwuma na bi onu na onim the caliber of people or person or employ so ti ase nti no enu nu nyina no ya de a say public education ye nchekere no ekoso na wo a wo ye candidate for a party ya o praise of the commercial bedwam no hwe na ka nsem a ebe kire wo commercial bedwam no wonim de sonko a wo betimi de akọboa ma nhihye a ye ewo mrahye bedwam no ema oman na ho a benefit no adimu so nanka ne papa mu a development ne de nke ye mo hu the room assemblies no so send e be ya enti ene wo de nam assembly chief executives bebre o ma form ho adi na MPs no and the pressure to us. And because rightly so because ono chief executive wa my campaign ni ti under ballot paper so obi anto abama no o ti ase eti wo a ye hwe wanim to abama wo no wo ne hwehwe se wo beye dai wo beye mpuntudwuma ti sa amade a ni ye be kura wo mu but something we see ye balance ye politicians no say ye forthright
mu kama asemu yi
ye kan ya asemu na afi ye sa chechire mu kire nipa no say in fact senka wo hwe nti na wo ko America mo ne ade obitimi ye career legislator obi atena Congress for 40 years for 30 years Ghana ha no
ye de na se tuobom
uko mienu ba akumienu ana ye di ya soja atoto say
sorry so
oh ya achi akonya
obi so said you can careerless ono ne bi okra 30 years 40 years of his life
at parliament
ono no obawia
say bia mo ye bia okai 20 years ago mra bia mo ye any dey fail ye nti bronisi or the institutional memory eba to bear on the discussions but the baby a year koidie ebeka I wonder say obi kra betumi akọ parliament more than 12 years for Ghana what I said baby e kika ku you know what you do ebasa na nsunsuanso ne say institution as parliament no elusu memory so because every time bia no nipa ebe wo mrahye bedwam ho no ebe nipa foforo enti niema bi a ye kan ye atwam ene bibia abikra niema bi anko yi a obi betuma atwe ya adwen sisi mo ka se ye mrawe ye ni sei ekoba ye na akoye sei enti mo me fa kwan we so no one way na sa experiences no
currently your hang parliament and I know said there are some proceedings we on my we work our parliament probably 3-4 times say because a my man who that said you can na a very you know via or 1 term 2 term you say uncle but okay said the name my koi an hwe ya na yankonyo bi kro between akọ 2 terms and 3 terms let's say 3-4 terms send the name ko a one here intimo bi nko 2-3 terms
oh say the system na ye practice wo Ghana ha no ebi nni ba bia wo wiase there's no established democracy wo wiase a do 4 years and at the end of the parliamentary term ye be floodgates party be floodgates say obi anko contest wo baby ebi ni baby a oti say even America sometimes we are behaving more Catholics than the Pope oti say democracy no ya fano and na hwe ye to about polling station nipa 5 intimo party no nipa numu a omo bom ho modern wo party nim omo ye adwuma a mo betumi aselect say monye agents for us no must the party go through an election what I say democracy doesn't mean say chinchina akọ
everything must be election
consensus building say me no tio na asemo aba na
ya dream pass we ne betumi aye say democracy team ko to aba
what I say and na aba no aye to no so no say uhwe ye socio-economic situation
social setting
abeye say nipa bi abeye privilege so polling obi nya abeye polling station executive na chese wa benya sa privilege no so to aba enti no ama say no akoye say sikasem no era politics, and I'm not saying say politics there will always be sikasem, but it should not get to the level sir akoye say ye ton vote to the extent say okay ebia emfa ho ni wonim dia wo emfa ho ni suahu na wo emfa ho ni adwuma papa bia ye do ko parliament a wo betima ye dia bo o man no say wo botomu nya dia wonka ho that level there ye nya du dia na say say
na bia nam so de ho na ye ko
sa na ye ko nti na meka say de ye no ya ye be du brebi no ye be say the ye be say emrahye bedwa no na say the emrahye bedwa no so say pe na democracy ne say because parliament is the house of democracy. Yeah, can be mammy can be the fapping
manufacturers of the law.
Say it is a one that's a be na parliament, you know. Sabe the way I selecting the panocono and ko ye dia. Media, I've always said, say, me who didn't be called parliament one term. Now or call 4 years. One term now, say young contesting. I have never supported that. Otiase, maybe a parliament, maybe MP. Before I maybe MP, before maybe a party chairman. Okay. The man me call a party chairman, no gratitude. Say, I had people supporting me. Almost say me contesting. Sitting MP no. Okay. You are not sitting MP now for one term.
And he's performing.
And I asked myself, say, Obi a one term no. I feel cry na ni 9 JJ form.
Yes, you ko contest no.
E dia na wo ko kapa de a win vote. Na say wo ko either so ko twa ntrato ni so. Ana wo ko ka say.
It means yeah, you are not even fair to the incumbent candidate.
It is not fair. Na me call parliament cry na mahu say it is not
even fair for 2 terms.
Yeah, what them say? Intinka the best thing they say will be called parliament first term because call parliament first term or your backbencher or your professor crana call bab OTH
observant
I feel now will be your constitution I feel now will be your standing orders OTH intino for ubeti when you know not just say you are in a 3rd year sata I feel now will build a network e bi mo dwen say be ye kwan mame beye besi school mami betu nsuo mami no ukotena parliament or na no chese no ano that be you need to begin to build a social network as a CEOs when a CEO ha when a chief executive when a minister when a we as a unya yonkofa what you say within the political class and say na we do baby a umu beye du a afedi e wo lobby you know ebeka
ya na ko wanya namfo
because when you namfo wako na yie pen bi asebe ne ma mi wu
ye ko belong to one committee
bi wako share conference bi ohun enti san ne manu nya through that socialization no you build your capacity to lobby nti afi ubo se ofa phone now friend pana chief we dey me Oforikrom ye school bi eso apa na mo mesi 6 unit bi man eja ohun enti eno no nya wo letter wo betwe letter si dey first step
two former
enya adwuma
we bi kro na ye kura o trans ni di nkomo odua bi ase nkodua na sa me school da mo me boss ma manager de oye
what you say enti no nipa no one man the time to build himself enya de adwuma no obetuma ye effectively and now we say back to blaming na ye nyina obi aso pese oba parliament ni bi nti and ye na ya start ni ekika ne 90
ya so danso go bi to piano ye ni jodium
what you say nti yes na we are not creating a good system so what you say it say political parties no and after 4 years no omo year internal assessment say oba parliament no be sua ade o co sitting o constituency was a party for no ni omo tie what you say and so national again na wo ye be a communication party communication e be a wo ba fia te se ma betena hai wo be church nsem mu kire amanfo ne ade na nka party na ya assessment into wo pass ya na party na clear enti wunya di 8 years na no de ye be fan say nka wo na be je from there nka je at least enti hono de ye jawo say party for no so wo constituency no assess wa
ATS so de obetuma bibi nso anka ye hu no
exactly obetuma ye bibi so a ye hu nsu so anan century so then you are operating a fair system. Yes, nipa parliament or better this 8th parliament, people come to parliament first termers. We had parliament backbench in sometimes you ask yourself, now first time no more.
And now for Kramon school now.
School. So just say because or buy and one a car what born son wabe tinahono a gunachi.
Now imagine I'd more 4 years.
Ena 4 or when a name say 4 years so or another no na so ya share so real baby or baby
obi o meshem na fi odidwa
I saw odi the NCC
or they can to Okotenika
odi say one year na akoye say nti nipa no kra need a peace of mind to stay there and learn the work. Nti yes na on mind nti both NDC and PP political parties ni na say yes starting yes constitution
sure
ni make sure say obi mudu ye nya succession plan papa na obi ra parliament a man at least 8 years and sana mubeja no to go to a primaries
honorable ADM de so aboho na nen komo nka enye ho na be fan so emi de so aboho NDC MPP one of the things I me tia no kase if MPP timi trase e kase ye develop manifesto ni afa MPP for kunini awmonim the economics environment then ye develop na NDC so the same team no so developing the manifesto. What stops us from MPP and DC? For at least we should come up with a policy. One of them, especially on the side of Parliament, and I will can say, MPP or NDC, if we vote anybody to Parliament, Yem can say, Sani Pano, he can be contested after second term. Said okay, who say advantageous to the nation, even the community, for the MP to go second term and probably thereafter. Nanka ye institutionalize sa policy no ni ye run. What is stopping us?
Nothing is stopping us. They kind of in terms of national policy, the National Development Planning Commission, so NDPC, and necessarily strengthen.
Okay.
Now ye politics same film. So now be the planning commission for the country. It's a development planning. Until you develop a certain be a mid-term or long-term development planner. We MPP, we NDC, you follow that development plan. Then constitutions, so they're okay in the political parties, because then they're a party as them. Into political parties, and necessary amend the constitution. Na san komodi na say shase the leadership of both parties no transnom ka say mama ye nyina ya agree ni ensisa your constitution no na ye make sure say ye build the institution of parliament na nipa ra parliament ye man no at least certain period obetumi aye adwuma and san ye go through because this cycle of wako election we primaries wako general election we no aboka no are exhausted mentally, physically.
Over Parliament House already depressed.
What bread? What I say? 18 no. Ora wa so na 1 year pepe no be so ono so be so betuna start on achi. Nti ono te Parliament no be born so on achi. Eyeba.
Yen ye titi gatem oba eyeba oma.
Exactly.
Once we by obi anka say is or jiska ko bon sound.
Dabi.
And is
so I say. It's as I say, we have to be serious about these things because you be lose a lot of quality materials our parliament. And because parliament you no be na you so be adwuma no e bi a wo nya sika because on sorry so ko chinchi akope business. Enti on the otifie ho na oye on mine adwuma. Enti wo nya sika, enti wo nya sika dia de obenya sika no ba betu no. No betuna na fe inti abewa ko say ye be go around the circle.
Honorable, what is your chairperson Environment Science and Technology Committee?
Yes, I'm the chair.
Environment Science and Technology adwuma so boy mu kakra na monfo ho dwuma obo na parliament. We say din kaka say it's not only about the debate in the chamber.
And no crowd there say chamber na chamber adwuma there just about 10 or 20%.
And a forest plantation development fund and so oda so e can board no.
Yes.
Okay. Bonito for na monfo.
Well, so basically said the make no adwuma na we parliament no kase na gina committees. Because committee a honor me fan say engine room e ho na ye hihye ne ma ni nyina na ye the report about plenary and they did
the kitchen of the house
in terms of knowledge so obi wonim de no parliament baby a obetime hu no no committee ko ho na wo kwan say oni technocrats be hia na afi abeye nimdie debate e ho no ye nye politics too much because it's not in a camera BNC on wa beye
populism political points no be on so kasa
nti e ho no de ye di nimdie ene kasa at that time and send your back and a little bit of politics. So the one of the committees in the environment, committee, no, share BBF environment and the first science and technology minimum high country.
About the
Ministry of Environment, Ofa Environmental Protection Agency. Ofa Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, only 13 institutes are Shana Sinyana, Ofa Ghana Atomic Energy Commission, any institutes, Shana Sinyana, all these bodies, Environment, Science and Technology Committee, you can say, Yashomuso, into almost person, almost budget, almost per se, almost Emrabi so be the petition base be a obi ye factory be na or shame from be a poisonous and enye papa and did too much be okuro
they were harboring parasitic
so all those things will be referred to the environment committee of parliament.
Honorable, minim Yura Santene, 62 the second. I feel in 25 years. Me did say a choasum.
Yay, papa.
7th Parliament, 8th Parliament, I remember it. Then me did say Usan was Santimami, Kwambiso. What by Ranasi, Ujuma Dimune. Tadi kan MP Oforikrom ne san hye ni nyina no me ye sure say man hya de we no so wo koban wunnim ye wura kakra wo kwan so meka ne sa san na etie wunnim no wadwuma ye ma MP mo aban na won so nya free no
de kan yura osaye chancellor Emma Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Constituency. Inti a kwine bebre so meneno menya kwine bebre menya kwanya ene na hia ewo university adwuma bebre mu congregation ene university anniversaries ene bia ohene ba be ye program be or campus as an MP no menena nya kwan ahia atena ebia me fa say closer to him ama you can say komodie any futu any sane mano akoso apart from university no so from time to time ye besom akwasi there be as a caucus even within the caucus no so me na me secretary to the Ashanti caucus enti esoma bi wo ho na parliament Asante MPs esoma say bia yemra ohene na ase emeje futuo ene akwankyira mostly no meka delegation eba ohene na ase eti me fa say sa akwan yi so ama mene na nya nkita hodie bebre emre bia yebehia bia so no say the wa wonim no na futuo odemayen bibia so a oye bia esese ye support minim say MPs bebre support the educational transfer na say ya konfanoche eba ye ya ekopie ho no say be obia kakra
do on about you had emba
did that
can be going come we can be here wash
that be the last year cry ye dana ye launch
na so na Ashanti caucus on crofo no me hu o mu nyina o
I said no. Oh, woman, you know.
And there be.
Oh, okay. So all the list,
Me oh yeah, you almost around boy me this month. Or the wouldn't on my year, any day, no more on Pekasakasa and Mamuni ding over Fidius.
Say, as a caucus, no, as a body, no, yeah, and I feel individuals, no, and so your pepano say, I mean, you so be our pepas or baby, and as I say, a train in because so Confanochi project need a yin and yet or in Quantum.
Honorable, a drew a beatun say, on my moon pinion for drew dear dear, Buhan said Bundomania chairman Shako to Kofia. Mika pass maybe a neighbor Buba Bakra, that is was it 2012 na Dr. Farjan, no. A drama wins and paying for Barb Jeffu Tuniade. Any developmental role be a obit me a case or 2 for Adaroma, even when it comes to peace in this animal. And a major ruby about me who say on a tune for a playama or my abedru diabe adri being
I know the suburb. Now, Sabby impressed to me Ghana democracy no wasem, and a baby a yabedri a one bakwasem, and I say who because I want to mean new home come up, MG and Nimunyam say, baby Abgana yadui. Oh, kabi mami kabi mo ya de will breko a won to me breko a won umbo opem so din so cry on the otifie then so no nani wo baby eto de wa wudi adansi eto de ye politicians cry de ye de nim ne more because ye nim said the make say Ashanti caucus e bi a neema bebre wo ho to the idea ye dwane ba na ye beje afutuo ye beje nshira mekai World Bank loan President Kufuor type ni nyina so ensa ewom sa ye bebobo aba election dua na afi mempre menti ase bi ba why wom se mpanifo bebre Ghana ade na so ebi didi bi achi so na ohini a owo animonyam sabi history is behind him. Nyankopon ankasa de na si baby a untumi toto nani mo nyamo ase no and there wonim say santehene edikai entino the role of asantehene in Ghana's democracy ne bibia yebeka de wow be it is not in doubt. And yeah, some cry. I mean, you say Achinye ni ho. It's so obvious. Say, wow, be doing what Achinye. Nature wow, be a Ghana politics ne.
I throw some episode.
Be a na no cry na ubeka. So, but no cry no so the da hope fee. So, bebre bi near idea Achinye bi na me catch the binum say. I hinye some no. Sabi enya cratch some. Enye school sem eye blood investment ebinum nananum edi moja na age ade amom nti bia obi nana ekun no obi nana edi ba
ya nwo amfiri adihebusema ya nwo amfirim
exactly that
opa fasika koto enye
ye so enti no history ne de ono ye de yedua no any investment a nipa de omomoja aye no eno no untumi mfa ye se de di moja moja ye de so ye nye me bwana
de dens enso ye no den san ye na de den san so ye de
o den san ya
ye
se untumi en replace de di nso ye no untumi ko fan san ye na de den san ye untumi eti de ahini bia ne said the Yakopon Ashesha no ne kase na ye kra the framers of the 1992 constitution they be amedwen who said to be very honest edi enti kra na nananom kra ni role bia to play e wo Ghana mamre Ghana emrahye sem so because me feel say dumra say we even have to think about the second chamber and I say necessary yen hihye no in a way say nananum benya a big say and I say ebenya kunya e wo brahye bedwafe because democracy na ekofa and I think we took it wholesale na yan contextualize
to our needs
yan tailor to make sure that the traditional systems now are share on mine so
asampa no aka no we have sat here to discuss that.
Yes, yan fan shemu ye enti edu time bi wo ho a na we say so nananom nyansa omu wo nyina sebe
ye to
tena fiase ye hyemra eni
very biawum
any place bia just say bia ye consultation na bia ya ba House of Chiefs na bia ya betete eti in a way no probably
nananom any way of governance na kura yen ya
democracy no
of course
what I say oba manhia kabi mami kabi ama democracy word na brofo na mom indeed no the any manhia no say democracy we ba na ye di asemo
ye di no anu ye wie ye obi ebo no nkro ye tie obi ade waka bi oya kan de ye mfiti preko pe na ye bu asem
exactly
asem a wakan de ensem yenu ane me pa onu colleague MPs ni share maybe moti holding come
that should be a constitutional amendments we have to go back and look at the issue of how to get a place for traditional authorities in the lawmaking process.
Yeah, you almost
yeah, because they are big.
A back critical afeni around it to them.
Obi so say okay, o de yema omo no yempanifo, yema omo ntena fie na ye na asemba na ya ba.
Then say ye ni sa ni ye recognize omo as such. No, do it say over UK. Young Kasomu House of Lords, but they will be recognized as such. So they will become part of our lawmaking and part of our governance. But this is the case here. You almost in chain away. As some Kwabena can be asked or party politics. Meanwhile, there's an issue be also can and they can be the people on the boy time for democracy. Or any but the rule say ye koye Maya Juma. Who are you to say so?
And now who MP no crowd can say Maya Juma. Ono kra ne to abama opa no ba o ma obende
opemiso
enti I say but in a nutshell no the point I'm making is as for the contribution of Asante Hene to Ghana's democratic credentials say nye democracy ne kekende mum say democracy ne yetimi a practice ya changing governments over and over. Na ama yabenya anyunyam say Ghana is a beacon of democracy in Africa no. Untumi nchro any history na unyi opim so film. That's the bottom line. That's the point I want to make.
Wonderful. The education fund will hold no more any other initiatives so tune for Ediaba. One way or the other no, I think say your constituents.
Bebre meaning boys, girls more I apply to because so the enanye enough. Over MP Honoma, MP on no pressure than so into 3,000 at 1,000 Benya no atrama. So 18 certainly that the say a year unique about it and say a year founder mimi say nipa bibria omuni even a sentiment so to speak. A crown a benefit. So more or less it's a national fund, even though Asante
other regions they enjoy it.
Nipa bebre nsaka. And also I play a very major role as I say Senkayinya and also Sabe 5 for Ghana ha. Sa him for I can see a team bo funds and at the scale for education fund do no there and then can be cranka be no nanka MPs so ya ho atoye na nanka ya piano nyina bre
no space no omonyo wadwuma yan show Mesado Oforikrom every mention me show Oforikrom we be ka say honorable 2 times again na ubetunu such as say Oforikrom anya hon faso under your representation as your leadership.
Okay, well the edika and say me say I have represented Oforikrom well in Parliament. sɛbe osuma obi ɛkɔ baabi a na okɔbɔ ɛbra ɔbɛkɔ akɔbɔ no ebetumi de animonyam abrɛ ebetumi de animguase abrɛ ɛkɔ yɛ na wote wɔ radio so ana TV so sɛ Oforikrom MP wakɔbɔ korɔ no wakɔyɛ wei wakɔboa to gata mu wakɔfrɛ obi
yɛakye no ɔde nubɔne
ɔde nubɔne wakɔyɛ visa connection wakɔyɛ wei. Those negative things, it comes back to affect the constituency. So for me, I know cry more important to me because a Crawford the GDA show say go and represent them. As I say, carry on now Bob Brass said they be and him go say because a fee be a better with the honor. Yeah, because of Oforikrom MP. So constituency no so a budget in the share. But what they are not to any apart from a Juma Maye. Mayor or parliament representing Ghana in so many international meetings and they are denied. Ubo Oforikrom wankasa me did say in my 10 of 7 years, almost going to 8 years now, development abano unprecedented. Dedi kai ye ba 7th parliament under the leadership of Chairman Sabonsu, MPs are really fighting to get Kumasi to be Kumasi metropolitan. No, so you better chichim into municipalities.
Okay.
So never development, never contempt. To say the encry, no, medium wakotene. Uye no fiwa schools about education. Like ICT labs. Yeah, computers, the supply, Kodao Mochro BC, mock exams, mathematical assets from Mebeye MP every year. I could be our Chro BC, both private and public school candidate. I know there is my signature every year, so that Obi Mekase, Midemi Nibina, whatever. You see new schools. Me buy a school or Kokobin says okay. School fresh.
Okay.
The school or Ayeduase, school or Angomaso, school or Aprade, school or so I've talked about Kokobin, I've talked about Angomaso, I've talked about Aprade. See another 12 unit to get fund. So even the number of schools are not anyhow, and your renovation. So say make or renovate school be there, boy this school money at the end of the day. But
renovations don't can count.
But new schools are anywhere.
Okay.
You catch saw that. Yes, at least we can count 6, 7.
Okay.
Within a space of 7 years.
Okay.
As an MP said, they will name we lobby for projects. Bibia abide their bar. Yes, you're fighting for a fair share. So baby, I'm a constituency na kota ngu hoda oba odium send ye a jacket go any your friend is say I'm gonna go for Oforikrom hodom a kwan aye no ho nyina we see am no ka say a kwan aye no buadi e mena Kokobin ye bie Kumasim se aye a promise bridge yeah, connect a Jesu to Oforikrom so that bypass no Kumasi will be thinking about bit me do a Jesu or bit me rema for her without even going to the main road. Oba bomb swa yeah bridge no boat travel bridge fa Susan River no so from Bomso no bit me connect straight to Oforikrom Angoga. Then you are gone. A Hong Kong on the Susan you have 4 bridges.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 bridges. I have more travel one. There are a Gary factory hono. Yeah, bridge in every Acacia de Kota no asphalt ni beguso. And sana yeah another through assembly no. Yeah you can say walk. Your friend say foot bridge. And sana. Another bridge Bakwa and also and also car between Afaso and Sana Bank of Ghana, lobby Bank of Ghana to also do another road, another bridge or Pentecost. So on that Susan River and 4 bridges. Unprecedented. Before I hear Bebano na nnua nko a na egugu so ne bia na monim na newsmen mobile ho nsuo to a yɛsi afa obi and so on and so forth. So apart from that, education, from since I'm a MP, I have supported the creative municipality. No, I have supported the municipal education office. My high office, I'm throughout the time I'm up to today. In the same way, so health directorate, and also we have supported them recently in our assembly, getting them office and equipping the offices for them. And some national projects so a lobby agenda 111 channel so obia could really muko prebi also Oforikrom so
baso ebenye
I think Ashanti region I would say maybe our project is the fastest we first.
Okay.
You know, our Kokobing. So that district hospital will be there. And it's a car development Nyema ya lobby to bring to bear there a lot fa edwuma ya pema nkola ne school scholarships ne sa Nyema no kra to nchen. So far make us say in terms of service to the constituency, in terms of service to parliament, I mean as a chair of the parliament committee and as the global chairman of Climate Vulnerable Forum, as I mean, it's
because himself did on United Nations.
Yeah, I'm working as a chairman of the Climate Vulnerable Forum, which is the forum of countries in the world that are at the forefront of climate change. And also the and crash where you money baby and crash make so I think to be fair to myself, I have represented Oforikrom people well within my whole thing. Sabe I was not a minister, and in terms of resources, maybe I will be limited compared to probably other MPs who were lucky to be ministers. I'm sure if you ask party people, they will be because MP or may but those things are normal because but in terms of substantive work, say Juma say MP no ye nipa no parliament or the na adwin ene na ho den koyema o man no de. I think probably 8 years we've done more than probably expected.
We will not see you on the ballot 2024. Are you going to campaign for the candidate for Oforikrom?
Oh, certainly. He is our candidate. On a party at Tuabai, and said they may a candidate, and I expect will be a campaign. I called the executives and the coordinators and the party for and then I told them, look, that is the democracy we are practicing. The party at Tuabama and whether we support or whether now your candidate, it doesn't matter. We've done a lot to at least try to bring the party together. And I'm sure he'll be able to. Or a parliamentary candidate, the support I have given to my candidate, I probably can talk on the party.
Maybe your tongue can be some Mamma there was here the MPP's chances of winning 2024 general election. No one is saying.
A Juma or a Juma or a but Mijidi say yetimi close your ranks, yetimi kan your home as a party. Na a Juma ya no yetumi bohu de ru ye kire Ghana for say Ghana for timi to abamaye because the records will show say giving NDC giving MPP within the constraints of whatever challenges are obia be facing, we have done better than NDC. But it is one thing doing well, it's another thing selling that message. So to say the making say man TCNC from no Oforikrom man chiramo say aha kwan ye ne ya ban ne ye NDC bus will be a kwan omu ye just 1 kilometer. Na man kan chire na man kan say ye ba ye ai hakwan okay kabo mu a bi a 20 kilometers. Say man compares our record no ama the voter may not be able to decide well. Because na me ho chire yen na say cry say dundum kania kakra and I say so everything will come down to how do you put up your campaign message. Say yetimi kan ya asemu ye adwuma ya ye no Ghana in the past 7 years yetimi kan ya asemu ye the records will show say we are a better party than the NDC.
Better party than the NDC. NDC have chosen the running mate, MPP HM. What's up? What's happening?
Oh, Mijiri say presidential candidate Alhaji Dr. Baumia. I'm sure he's still doing his consultation. They say Obacha Jayano Osisi no, because he wants to get it right. Right? He wants to get it right. Intino. Obe pese before obe announce ni pano na wa build a certain wa consult widely na ebia ni pano so ewo credibility a ye boni din a the larger party so ebe jina because even though you no any decision by any decision what I say because ni pano must bring something on board ni pano as say nipa hunu a omu hu say Nipa we can work with him. He resonates with the character of the flag bearer himself. What I say, he's a humble person. He's hardworking. He's going to bring something on board.
He's marketable.
Yes, marketable. Yes, so marketable. So Obia can be marketed. It depends if you have a good marketer. Every bad product can even be marketed. You know, but the point
is say very fit for purpose. You know?
Fit for purpose. That is the most important. I'm sure that, and knowing Dr. Baumia as somebody who is very meticulous and very deep. You know, people don't know him. You know, sometimes they
judge him per the limited information you have about him.
But yeah, closer. Okay. Timmy din komo in detail. He's a very deep person. You know, maybe he will not talk much, but he thinks through issues before he says it. Or I'm sure he will come up with a credible person. The party can rally behind him, and then.
Chena me mwako jawumra diame sumbu pa but a quick one recently who said there were some ministers and deputy ministers that were brought to parliament for approval and some were not approved and no one something saying
so far the young approval
yet.
So the whole process because of the LGBTQ signing hopefully when we go back the matter will come up again but I don't see any problem. I mean 10 months 9 months ministerial
position, what can you do? I like that candid opinion you are sharing.
It's not a big deal. You know, I don't think we should have any problem. But I mean, politics, this is election year. Anything can be political. Play politics
with it. I think one of the things anybody can play politics with, and anything can be political, will have to be the LGBTQ. Would you want to comment about that? Can be an answer for them. It's not something that I want us to talk about.
For me, I supported the bill. I thought that it is not the practice of LGBTQ is not consistent with our cultural values. It's not consistent with our cultural values. You know, that position, it is clear. The other, and I think that is what the whole party and the majority of Ghanaians are saying. The other aspect, and I'm a bit, about the custodial sentencing aspect. Say, okay, will be gay, and I will be a transgender, and I say will be so or no there or a lesbian. That's a chinwa. As I said, must we go and put that person in jail? And I say, you bet me find a corrective measure, be a bit me a buano, be a counseling, and I say fine, and I be a the punishment that is creating the controversy.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, say delay even the signing.
Yeah,
it's not about say
no.
It's not about say be for.
No, you have all agreed. So it's not. It's inconsistent with our values.
Yes, once the bill is passed, what it means is that Parliament has agreed that we don't want it. What they say, no, emrano so do time be or why. Say old man will be another share the punishment aspect. Say be a woba, or ya wakoya so or then wako boku be a true bad company.
Now for Bonnie being
for Bonnie be wako fat subain be. Must he go to jail because of that? And I say,
well, we'll follow cry win him yet and
parent win him. What you want to say, or buy a see the neighbor co jail, then so a lesbian, and now I call it. You know, who a parent to you, but the question is that say Ekobasa dear yen fanning co jail, and I say be a yen pe quite be soon to the phone to it no need the controversial issue. But it is very soon we should be able to build a consensus around it. Now, go forward. I don't think.
Media me mawako na 25th anniversary na ansa na ubekono ebia wo asem ya bepese wo open so de yinra obeti na watonka asema wo di janu no said this would be the last time I be share there but wo hide open so 25 years anniversary ade na di janu
yeah meka ne say nyankopon hira na ebekọ so hira ma no say nyame be ma no nkwa a ahoodin wom na wo ma no soro nyansa ode ama no fimfiti ase no obekoso di adom no na emre bia obetena se odwen asanteman ho o take decision bia e won sunsun so wa asanteman no ebeye decision papa ebeye ade a se ye de ye adwuma e ben pagya asanteman e se ye nyina no said the beka no me asantini ansa na me MPP ni me asantini ansa na me MP asantini de mean to me sesa no MPP de e kira betima megai oti ase eti ye nyina no ye pesa asanteman epagya na asanteman so ebe pagya na sabe opem so ono ne pagya na ode asanteman epagya enti 25 years ye be se the mekanse esre osuru nyansa ma no se nyakopon onum wanu na on enlighten the path ni the decisions na decisions bia obetake no da on so ne da yepa da ye be ma santimaya pagya ama brebi e be ba 100 years 200 years to come ye boy na santi hine a omo ba ya omo mreso asantimaya pagya ekron ya ni din amparumbi Did say pie boy my body am out of him so we
ono be beda say ye change of front so by kuma sema da wase asantuma da wase nyame hwam so nim say ebrani bremu no mo around a ye be pese ne mo be share say ne ne mo atwetwe nkomo in fact ye di parliament nkomo na wish say emre be bananka di parliament nkomo as any time we are available no I would be happy say ebe hunu se mo ho no mo na yatimi enemo ahia na yedidi enkomo me panel member ba konsin Dr. Eric Bimpon or lecturer CAF University na Paris University o pese one hona vudi enkomo kakra na
yeah me bana miti na want na why open me pena sem dada but
me catch of your nyagino about parliament need the
yeah because nensem no sisi
this is me honestly when me need come on my din na me and symbol kanokre
yeah enokre opem so ti eme ya say onko bio
un say uti ni kasa mo aka bi san say why say but a
personal decision yeah and you be taken like that but I pray say we need to get people like him obe to me a champion Ghana akwanimu ye amaye
honorable medase pa se obaye honorable Emmanuel Kwabena Marfo MP Oforikrom Dr. Emmanuel Kwabena Marfo kan doctor me lecture boss enye se madam fu no aka wan ka me doctor na me ye me PhD na me doctor me wife wan frame me Dr. Sweetheart Kwame so country wa no Dr. Wimpo no ye try ho aba na eba we will talk about safety and security. We will talk about safety and security. Keep it there. Yeah, but say